Welcome back once again. This is Mission Administrator Sylvester Broadcasting live at the noon there. I will be describing a very wonderful part of a book that you do not even have access to, and this had to be the book of parable ruling. As we want to say simply, the book of parable is a book that is ruling. Yet you do not know. As saying parable, some of them want to ask what is parable. Parable is what incident is to take place or taking place already, or yet to take place, or is already taking place. Yet you won't be told every detail of it, or even if you are given every detail, they will not specifically tell you it is given to you, but it's about somebody. What concerns you that will be referred to as somebody rather they're talking to. All that concerns this is what it says parable. That something must happen today, which happened maybe yesterday, similar thing. Or it will happen tomorrow, and that happened probably today. And they will not specifically tell you that this is what they are saying, but that the thing is before you, or you've already been given, or is aware. Somebody is aware. This is what it says parable, but to whom it is given that the Lord will cause that they do it and tell them in the complete place state. That you cannot lie, that will be straight and straightforward. So in this we say it had been the visions and visions of the great one called Enosh. As there is no old human creature in this, we command you out by the power of the decree of the Lord. And in this part had been the book of parable that had been listed on 37. So the 37th part of it that we're going to be looking at all these things. And that is talking about the light, faith, and then holy, righteous, and all of that. I will also be talking about the books of hurry and agitation. How would you even know what it's saying here? Here it's all live on Mission Administration Letter minus every corruption we break out from. Elements greatest power, the creative most powerful creative anything that is not holding the good account of your word through the angelic messages that you are given now, even as the fireworks begin also in this country. We break away from any sin, that any sinner is not a soul of a righteous person. No sinner. There is not even any way we can say that a sinful life is a part of a flesh of a virgin. We command the vessel that is dead out and corrupt. We break away from you. We decree by the decree of the sword of the left that if it's heavy carrying as a death, we command the death, speak quickly, crush the enemy. Whatever is the possession of the enemy that is trying to command in this action and activity, we break away from now. Thank you so much for your work, and stay on the spirit that the quickened part of your life is independent. Here we go straight to what it's on the very channel, as we cannot fake it. It's live as you see it on the screen. We'll take our very first presentation as it's already presented before us. We know it. You cannot do things without it. So what is happening in the country Gold Coast that you want to say GH is accepted that you find in US and many other places. Why? Because the angel and in Los Angeles or Malik telling you all these things, that is a connection of the spirit and angels. That in the days that angels appear, they are in flesh, full flesh. They are in complete flesh that is mortal and immortal. Thank you so much, the spirit that stay. Do listen. Don't forbid what is right on the screen. Very well, you want to take a look at what the Lord has in stock, as we cannot fake it. He that is Lord, take his serious lessons. Thank you. So here we're going to be talking about what the Lord made available, and you will not fake it at all. I hope you do so. Stay tuned. We came out with every material that will make it possible without delay. Without delay. Yeah, without delay. Without delay. Without delay. So here is it. Here is the chapter 37 of the book of Enoch or parables. Here is, as in the says, the vision which is saw. All that we're talking about is already happening. Things that are happening. I did say it orally, or teach it out there plainly without bringing it on my channel. Yet I made a tables and all that concerns it and posted it that day on the 7th. I made it. It's on the channel. It's on the 7th right there. So that without bringing it on the screen, probably with somebody trying to prevent it from happening, it didn't prevent the real happening from happening. It never stopped. So you cannot judge people without being given judgment. If you're not a righteous person, you don't judge. So here in chapter 37, it said, one says that the vision which he saw, the second vision of what wise dominion or the ways dominion, that the power and the power of the spirit, the dominion you need. And it says, which saw, and the son of Jared. the son of Mahalalel, the son of Canaan, the son of Enos, the son of Seth, the son of Adam. I will say it the way it is. This is the commencement of the word of wise dominion. Word, wise dominion. Word, white people dominion. Or whoever becomes light, this dominion. Here is a which he received to declare to the people, or to tell to those who dwell upon the earth, or upon the earth, that here from the beginning and understand to the end. So whatever is before you, the scripture tells you everything that is from the beginning, you will know it in the end, what it shall be in the beginning. And it says that what? And understand to the end. The holy things which he the Lord what? Or he alter in the presence of the Lord of spirit. If Enoch had received it, what he beheld, what he saw, what he perceived right here, or right there, that you think it should be a joke, is not a joke. And it says what? That those who were before them thought it good to speak. And truth says that, and let not errs, or to those that were there or receiving it, who came after, obstruct the beginning of that wisdom, of what? That dominion on the path. Making the progress like step from step to step of progress. Is it that nobody hinders? Is that until the present period never has then been given before the Lord of Spirit that which he had received as dominion. There's never anybody or anything like that that have ever existed like that. That you are seeing that we are going on. Look at that day, 23. That was 11 thereabout that I had to do all this time that day will be the witness. When you take a look at this time as angel number, you go there, find out what it will tell you. 23:20. That is the time. Just put it in there. Angel number 23:20. It will tell you. If you think the time is abused roughly, and I rebuke that rough, that we live not according to the words of the enemy. Hold it. If you don't get it, here he says that you may understand. We will not be what? We will not be what the enemy possesses. So it continued to say in the two that, or I would like to take it again that you may know it. He said, and when you come to the platform, you know. So we took the one and we're on two. So two in the continuation. I just want to take the full capacity of it. And then number two of it, about the 37, he says, and let not errs who come after obstruct the beginning of wise dominion. What does it mean? He said, those of you who come, maybe not at the time it's happening, who come even later, or who come before the time, as he is telling you the word after or the time before. Those of you who come after, what is after? After what he has been given or what has been received. So those of you who come even to say later, or those of you who come before that time, that's how to use it, because something happened before the word after. So it means that it has been like that. That you should not what? You should not obstruct the beginning of that which has been received as wisdom on the path which you need. Until the present period never has there been what? Given before the Lord of Spirit that which he had what? He had received. Wise dominion, that is wisdom, on the ways dominion. According to what? The capacity of his intellect, that is intelligence, what he was given in his capacity, not somebody's faith, not somebody's religion. These are the things received live. May the Lord testify of that date on the 7th Tuesday of this 2025, January. In this we say, I've quoted it and quoted into that number. That it cannot fail. And from that time, things have been happening. You just go check up there and see things happening. When there are angels in reality, we're talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, whatever it is, wherever there's Sodom and Gomorrah, you see this thing happening. And it says that, and according to the pleasure of the Lord of Spirit, may he fulfill this. At any sickness or stroke, we rebuke you, revile the stroke out of this place. We are not old men. We are not in the name of anybody preaching or saying something. We do not preach. We are showing you. If there is fire already burning, we are pointing at fire. That is, we are showing you where and what and what is happening. And it says that which he had received from him for, as a code, for a portion of life eternal. So this is prescribing to what? A portion of life. So that when life is here, he who he gave life, that he gave life to, evil must face the demon, demonstration and manifestation and destruction. That is it. We can be one people, we are not. This is not constitution of your earth, but the constitution of the heaven, the Lord who made the heaven and the earth. To the glory of the Lord who established the heavens. And he said that 3 says that he obtained 3 parables. So you see that the word parable came from what he had received as you were not given. So until he shows you what he's saying is parable, you don't know it. That I show you where it is. That is a which he declared to the inhabitants of the world. What was declared to the inhabitants of the world in that time and then now and probably tomorrow? That is why it's a parable. So if the thing hasn't existed or yet to exist, you will not know it better. Then he continues here or there, saying, in this, so that it goes on to 38. Let's take from 38, which we continue to say in the Lord, it cannot fail. 38. So watch carefully how I'm doing it and what it is. That is what we're supposed to look at. Supposed to look at it. That should there be anything, then you focus very well on what we're saying. Then you look at 38. You mentioned the parable, right? So look at 38. And he said, first parable, look at it. Parable, the first. You see that there are things you don't know. Yet you thought Christ even came to speak in parables. So these are all the things given already. So things he was talking about or saying were all given already. So he was speaking from those things that were available that you did not know. Unless he was given. Or that he knew it. And you don't know it. As a wise dominion given. And it said, first parable says what? When the congregation of the righteous shall be manifested. They are telling you, when you are yet seeing or yet to what? Say, we now see a difference between two people. Who is doing the right side of the Lord and who is doing the left side of the Lord. So to whom is given on the reserve as righteous. In the name of the Lord they are doing things. Here it is. What you don't expect. Here is that he manifested that. And sinners be judged for their crimes. So when you have police and scout and whatever that you do not see a reason that people are to be punished, because until somebody reports one to the police headquarters or whatever, they don't have them as sinners. Yeah, that is a criminal. So those things he will say that when the righteous people can answer that it is spirit, so the Lord know it already. Not that it will be preached. This is when you know it already. Who had sinned, who committed a crime, that what will happen to them? And be troubled in the sight of what? The world. So they will be judged before the world, live. Not that it should be a secret. He said it will be made manifest. And now 2 says that, and when righteousness, which is in the act of righteous or reserve, as whole be what? Manifested in the presence of the righteous themselves. So that it won't be given to somebody else, but before him and who received righteousness have the judgment. So before him, he will instruct judgment. Who should be treated fairly and wrongly, based on what? The happening. And it says what again? That who will be elected for their good works duly weighed. So whatever had been elected, that will be elected, whatever had been judged well, that have been weighed, that you fit the work when the Lord said carry the arms. Would you be able to go before the war? Would you be able to defend the war? Not that you were given and you think constitutionally or educational wise you want to fake it. No, no, no. He wants it already as he had prepared the people before the war. Go for the action. Nobody judges you apart from what is already available. The judge is the what? What you have been desired or given by the Lord to do. So the right side of the Lord is up right now. And for the great news is this. So it may be no news to you if you are yet to face your condemnation. It may be a news to somebody because that is the time they will have the joy finished. And that it says what? That you should be judged by weighing it, examining it, looking at if you can do it or not. You have the capacity to do this. Then it goes on to say that by who? The Lord of Spirit. So it's the Lord of Spirit who even weighed to see if you can do it. And I did what I have to do. making known to the world what we need and what the desires of the Spirit and what we have to do is. And it said, and when the light of the righteous and the elect who dwell on earth, that also will be what? Manifested. Where will the habitation of sinners be? So it means that you are not supposed to dwell among the sinners. When finally righteousness prevails, there will be no place for sinners to say, you are welcome to come and worship with us. No. There your judgment has come. There your judgment is due. You cannot say you sinners are eating with the righteous people. It's not true. That is why they separate you to know what you've done and your portion. You abuse any name of the Lord, any name you probably think is a Messiah or a messenger or giving whatever. Messiah simply goes with the word messenger. Then it says again that, and the what? Where? He said, where the place of the rest for those who have rejected the Lord of spirits. Where would you be? Where would you claim in the portion? In the name of the Lord. Where he has come to judge you. Where he has come to show you what you've done. You cannot claim any section of him. So in this, you will not say that in the name of Ghana or Constitution or this or that. They name Ghana even is what? Idol. So you cannot say you being a Ghanaian, you should be favored or you should be honored for claim to be a citizen, to claim Ghanaian. Me, I'm not a Ghanaian, but this is the nation angels. That wherever the world exists that have assigned or been assigned to, according to the prophetic and the prophecies that I have received from around the globe, the nation, that is where I have as a nation or country. Where the Lord is functioning fully, completely. Where the disc is rotated and the disco, we see it function. That's where I am. That's where I will be. Not that I am. That's where I operate. That's where what? We emphasize that the Lord leads us. As his leadership is what? The great one he elects. And the one who is elected is on the shoulder of what? The righteous and the light. That when we speak, if you fail to do that, you'll be bombed or you'll be taken out because the throne is not yours. The throne is the Lord who made the things available. First, that is from that time to the where it ends and where it takes off again news. And it says again that it would have been better for such people or for them that sinned that they had never been born. Where would you say it? That is in the Holy Bible, the part of it. But in the reality, you are seeing what you don't have access to. So maybe go on and let's see that. And here in the Lord, you want to see it. That you see what is written. You will continue. So there's no sinner who is a soul of a righteous person. Because the judgment will be that you are to be judged. So here it continues in 3. It says that when to the secrets of the righteous shall or as all be revealed. Like go there, out there, you see the cloud and glory. What we've been doing in the secret will be revealed. That is it, all eyes shall see it, all eyes will see it. Or in the S hall, you are seeing the presentation. Or on the projectors. How you see it on the computer, you see it also in the universe. These are all the things you cannot doubt. That the very great ones have been revealed. So that when you see things like that, then that's the work of the great one or the righteousness. So you cannot hate my own image or picture or spirit. It is live as you see it on my side and your vision. When I continue to say that, then what will happen? When the sinners being judged, then he said, and the impious men also as well be what? Afflicted in the presence of the righteous. So all these things must have been taking place or must take place in the sight of the Lord, complete sight of the Lord. And he said, and the elect. This you won't say is in the privacy of anybody done where who knows the right thing is. There in his presence they do it. Why do you think you don't need what is right or judgment? Then you have your own constitution that is man-made and the Bible is against it. You know that. Because you cannot judge anybody based on the constitution. If it concerns heaven, heaven will use its own law. Now, 4 says that, and from that period those who possess the earth shall cease to be what? To be powerful, and is in the sight of the Lord, righteousness, and exalted. Like you just overtake or rule out somebody from the throne or where you think you were given. Thank you very much. Neither shall they what? Shall they be capable of what? Beholding the countenance of the Holy One. That they cannot use the name of the Lord to say he's the one who even gave them. That they want to build cathedral, want to build this place or that a city for the Lord. He said you cannot do that. That you cannot say his light is that reflecting on you. That you are dwelling in his light or you are also one of them. Even though you were born of probably a different family. That what will show is when he's completely with you. And he says what? That for the light of the countenance of the holy. The single person that you want to say is the reason you are doing what you are doing. Yet he that is holy, single, he is not doing what you are doing. You marry, you are dwell now. and I'm single, so you are not holy. You are dwell. Your name will change. Then you are the dwelling. So earth people dwell. They are dwell. Then he said, the righteous and the elect has been what? Seen by the Lord of spirit. And he continued like, and 5 says that, yet as all will be what? Not the mighty kings of that period be destroyed. So now they will ask you, if you claim you are the king this time around, then you'll be destroyed. That is all. That be what? Be delivered into what? Into the hands of the righteous and the holy. So when you, the one who claims you are a great king or king that is not made from the Lord himself, and you have not done or see to it that the right thing is done or the reserve is done, or you don't keep the righteousness of the Lord or the ways of the Lord, the dominion of it, and you try to boast in another dominion or society or secret in your win or in your claim, your possession and capacity, you want to say you are this, you are that. Here they say you'll be delivered in the hands of what? The righteous and the holy. And that you have been given already how you should be treated. And then 6 says that nor the count, nor they then forward as all any obtain commiseration. They won't commission you for anything continuation or whatever. That is from the Lord of Spirit. You mean you cease to hold any position or possession of what you claim that in the name of the Lord that you also want. He said you should cease. That because, look at the reason, because they are what? Their life in this world would have been completed. So let's take that what you are not seeing. That would have been all completed. Thank you, the Lord. Thank you. Thank you. Where it is? Here it is. That it says what? Because, you want to see that well? Because, for what? He said for the cause. By reason of the cause, or as the cause, as an angel, cause. Is this reason? Your life has been what? Completed. So whatever you use that life process or period that you call mercy period, you don't even know what it is. That is a miseration or commiseration. When that period is over, it is revealed already. Then it continues again. What would you do? If the Lord be not with you and showing you the path. Then 39 here says that. Then in those days, as all the elect and the holy race descend from the upper heavens. And their seed, what you've been calling blessing is this, that is a seed and their seed. So that when you know somebody of light, his seed or his descendant is the seed that you want to say, blessed. So be like a seed of it. Be like a seed, that will be his seed. Be his seed. That's what they say is blessing. So the original word is not blessing, but what the seed of it they're trying to refer to. How it turns to that language. And it says that his seed shall be what? His seed as whole. Then be with the sons of men. Then Enoch received books of indigenation. That is original people. So this was not given to what people in the mixed world, in the mixed race. That he would have received any book by what is the book of? It's the book of indigenation. Not people who claim. Not education claiming for what we are not and what. He said indigenation. This is direction. And what? So indigenation, that will also come with what? And wrath. It means that when you are known for his righteousness as a justice, being justified, then you know his wrath. You know how the Lord acts. You know everything that's been given. And he said, and what again? And the books of hurry and agitation. The ones who did it hurriedly, and the ones who remained agitation, or the one who were accusing the one doing something because they were not first given. And then truth continues to say, and never at all they obtained their mercies. Saith the Lord of Spirit. So they shall have no mercy. They shall obtain no commiseration. Don't let people mislead you. And it says, and 3 says, then what? And a cloud. Go out there and see it. That is the word and the weather and the glory, the Lord himself. So whatever we say the Lord is doing by his word or of his word is showing up there. As that every cloud then snatched him up again. And the wind raised him above the what? The surface of the earth, placing him at the extremity of the heavens. And what is of the heavens? Look at it right here. So what he saw, where you go beyond certain level, he's going to show you what it was right there. Right there. You're going to see that. So what happened to that? In Number 4 of it, he says, there he what? He saw another vision. And he saw the what? The habitations and coaches of the saints, the ones who have been what? Working with the saints, where they have left off something, where he had sings their presence, where they dwell. To the very highest heavens. He was just saying it. There his eye beheld their habitation, where they dwell. With who? With the angels. So saints move with angels. So when you finally see an angel, then your trouble is either over, or you are given strength, or you are now under judgment, beholding it. That this is not the time you obtain any throne or whatever. You have abused it. And it says what? So when you hear about saints, the judge, it means the angel. Direct. These are the Spirit and the Lord himself in flesh working. Why not all the saints were on earth to judge? Or the saint of the world is this, that judges the world. That is, you are aware that the Spirit and angels are with him already. Thank you, Spirit. And I said, and they are what? And they are coaches with the holy ones. There were what? Entreating what? Supplication and praying what? Whatever food they were eating, whatever word they were what? Chanting or meditating on, whatever their lip was or were they doing for the sons of men. Who are the sons of men? The one who the Lord elect or called by their own prophecy. That is righteousness. While righteousness like water flowed before them. And they said, well, and then the ones who thought it's mercy like. So he was describing what you want to say mercy is like a dew. So that what you don't expect, that worketh for you. Without you doing anything about it yet, it have to happen like dew. Or as you see the cloud, descending like water or giving you air. Whatever is in it. That is what you term as like mercy or whatever. So we want to say that the commiseration of these things and commiseration, this is the time you should look at it as like what? Dew was what scattered over the earth. Go up there and see the cloud and what you see. And it said, and clouds, and so it be with what? Them forever and ever. You say, being with them, so he's with us. What you don't see is with us. Time is showing it. These are all things that the Lord said you wish to understand. Then what goes on? And it said 5 says that at that time his eyes beheld the what? The dwelling of the elect of truth, faith, and righteousness. And then 6 says, countless as all be the number of the holy and the elect, in the presence of God, deity, who he termed as forever and ever. Then 7 says that. Now look at 7 critically. There it says, their residence he beheld under the wing of what? The Lord of Spirit. He beheld that as the wings of the Lord of Spirit. Where they reside, he beheld them under what? The wings of the Lord of Spirit. And the Bible even told you that these people, they fly on the wind. The Lord himself fly on the wind. By his wings or his wings, he fly on the what? On the wind. So when you see wing, then it goes with what? Wind. Then it says that whatever was computed or put right there, the holy and the elect sang before him. What did they sing like? He said, in the appearance like a blazing of fire. So it is fire you are seeing also in the world. What you should know that you don't know. And he said that their mouth or their honor, being completely of what? The seed or the things that create, that establishes, or their words were made manifest. Or were like this, they were the seeds that sings of their nature or descendants. That's what he was saying, the blessings. So it's like what? They were like that. So what their mouth was praying was this. Singing of the seed. What is of the seed of your maybe wealth or heaven? That's what they are saying. Describing it in themselves, how they are, in their indigenation. So they were singing of their own indigenation. And their lips glorifying, which is what? Glowing and find what? The name of the what? The Lord of Spirit. Where they finally saw this. If there's nothing good, there's nothing beauty. How do you do this? How do you see the saints end up being there? Then why do you not have this? And it's happened already. And he said, then the righteousness, which is the reserve. Thank you so much. Thank you. We end right here. And that dwell what? And that instantly dwell before him. And it continues like that. Thank you. We would like to end the broadcast right here. It's in the doing of the Lord that we made it. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll end here. Thank you.